Hello, my name is Mohammed Irfan Abid, and in this video, I want to talk about the Sweden's education system, and I'm gonna compare with the education system from where I studied from Pakistan. So, in this video, I will compare and contrast the both systems. So, this video will be quite useful for those students who are planning to come to Sweden, and especially for those students like they're from India, Pakistan, or the similar countries who have all those countries have same kind of education system. So this will be quite helpful for them if they are planning to come to Sweden to continue their higher studies. So, and another thing is that why I'm making this video in English, because if you're planning to do master studies, then English would be your language to study here, and then this video in English can be reached to the higher audience, for even to the international students if they want to understand how the Swedish education system works. So this video is for all of them. So I hope you watch this video till end to understand the Swedish education system of the university level, and I can also compare with the education system back at my home. So watch this video till end. So most of you guys know how the education system works in Pakistan or India or these countries. So for the international audience, I would be briefly telling how it works for till the 10th grade, which you call as school. We have at the ninth and 10th grade, at the end of the year, we have the national exams, and then in the college, which you call as gymnasium in Sweden. So we also have pretty much same. At the end, we have one national exam, and then after that, you go to the university. Then everything changed. So as after you go from college to university, then your life completely changed, because the way education is being done till college is completely different than it's done in university. So how it works in university? So if you are in a bachelor's level, then you have a 4 years master program. 4 years bachelor program in most of the cases. So how it works is that you have 8 semesters. Then at the end, it's not very common to have the bachelor's thesis at the end, but in Sweden, it's pretty much like all the bachelor's program have bachelor's thesis at the end. So this is one of the biggest difference I saw in the Sweden. But if you talk about the masters in Pakistan, then you have the master's thesis in all the master's program. And if I talk about the grading system in Pakistan, then how it works is that at the end of the every semester you have all the exams you take on. If you have like in one semester you have 3 or 4 subjects, you keep on taking their classes, but at the end of the semester you give exams for all of them together, and then you get your results maybe in a week or maybe in a month. Then you get your grades, and it's mostly these grades work like that in a percentage, that either you get 50%, you get maybe 60%, 65%, or then that's accordingly your grades are shaped. And then when you pass, you also get credits at the end. But if I talk about the Sweden's education system, it was entirely different for me at the way I have studied, because and those students who are planning to come to Sweden, so for them it is like that when you're gonna come to Sweden, so you will know the whole structure of the your program. This is what you also know in your bachelor in Pakistan as well, but here you have so much choices. Like I am doing my 2 years master's, so in our first semester we had 3 compulsory courses, and then like in the second semester you can either choose the exchange, you can go for the internship, or you can take the courses here in the same university. And then in the third semester, then you again have compulsory courses, and then at the fourth semester you have whole semester for the master thesis. So this is how it works. And if I talk about how the education is done, so it was also completely different for me the way I have studied, because when I came to Sweden, and then the way the education in Sweden, it's like that in university level. You have one subject at one time. So if you are in Pakistan, then you must be aware of it, that you are taking all the subjects at one time, and then at the end you are giving the exam for them all together. But this is not the case here. How it works is that you take one course at a time. You keep on giving their assignments, and then you keep on giving the exams if they have. So once you pass your one subject, then you go to next subject. It's not like that you can take 3 or 4 subjects. If you want to take some optional, which you can, if you can manage, that's up to you. But if the way education is done here, you take at the university level. I'm not talking about school or college, because I'm not really much aware of that. But if in the bachelor's and master's level, you take one subject at a time. So for some people, it's this system is quite easy, and they are easily managing it, because they are taking just one subject at a time, but on the other hand you always have something on your head. So this is the main difference which I saw, like when I was in Pakistan. So what we were doing, we were relaxing and chilling. We did not had as much stress, but at the end of the semester we had like 4 or 5 exams. So it was pretty much stressful for those 15 to 20 days. But here you are like always you have something on your head, but it's not so much. So like you have one subject, you are keep on taking its classes, you are doing continuous exams and continuous assignments. As soon as you end, you don't get much time. So the deal here is that you don't get much time here. So if you want, the way if you are coming from Pakistan or some other country which have similar education system, so you're gonna have so much time after you give all the exams, and then you get 15 to 20 days off so that you have done with your one semester. But here, if you are done with one subject, right away you get your next subject. So if you talk about the grading system, how it works in Sweden, so how it works is that it's not like that the way I had back in my country and so many people have in their countries. Like someone is getting like 50 marks, someone is getting 80 marks, someone is getting 90 marks, or someone is getting 65 marks. Here it's not like that. Here it's like that you give one exam and you have three options. One is like good, one is very good, and one is fail. So if you are above 75%, then you get VG, which is very good. And if you pass with 50%, and then you are pass. And then you fail if you are below the 50%, then you are fail. So there are not so much choices in which like, so I personally feel like it's very good because there is not so much discrimination. If there is one standard level, if you reach there, then you are pass. If you don't reach there, then you have to. And then the best thing about the Swedish education system is that it's so much forgiving. Like if you have failed once, then it's not like that everything is over for you. Like if in you are in Pakistan, then if you fail one exam at the end of the semester, then you have to take the whole course at the again, and then you come to a exam again. But this is not like it is here. Why it works is very forgiving system. Like if you have failed some exam, you can retake the exam. So simply you can just reapply for that same exam, and then you just need to take that exam. So if you fail again, then you have three chances, so you can take again same exam. So it's pretty much forgiving. It's the same is with the assignment. Like if you fail the assignment, then you don't have to do the assignment like all over again. All you can do is that the teacher would be really much good to you. They would highlight all your mistakes. All you need to do is to like correct those mistakes, and then you can be good to go. So this is what I really like with the Swedish education system, that it's not very discriminating. All it's like they want you to pass the exam, they want you to learn something. And it's also more of like a practical where you do so many things by yourself. You have so many presentations, you have to like involve in the things, you have to do things practically as well. It's not just about memorizing things, which most of us, which unfortunately in Pakistan, the most of the students at the end of the semester they memorize thing and then they get good grades. But here, like you have to do presentations, then you have to do assignments, then you have to do exams, and then there's more practical work, which is very good for a student to understand and learn things practically. So if I talk about the drawbacks of the education in Sweden, honestly, I don't think there is something which is as big problem which you cannot cope with, but there is something I want to share here. So the one problem which I faced, I cannot say this for everyone. Maybe they did not face, but the problem I faced here is was that I came here on 24 August 2023, and my first class was on 28 August 2023. So within the 4th day I had my first class, and after just 1 week, maybe little bit more than 1 week, on 8th September we have our first assignment. So the issue was that like all the students they came from the different parts of the world. I came from Pakistan, and the weather in the Sweden is entirely different. And I came to the new country. I was getting used to the different things. I was learning about groceries. I did not even knew the way of the going to university. I was little bit getting adjusted in the city, and right away we had our first exam. So it was not exam, but it was assignment, and you had to read so much about that. So that was little bit difficult for me, and it was suggestion from me, if someone from the university or Swedish education system is looking, that you should at least little bit give time to the international student, because they come from different parts of the world, and then they get used to the city. And then I understand, like we in one semester we don't have much time to to complete all the assignments, but at the end you still have to give little bit time to the student because they are not the locals, they're coming from different environments, different countries, so they at least need 2 or 3 weeks to get adjusted, and then they can like start to continue their study. So that was the only thing which I faced. I'm not sure about everyone if they faced or not, so this was one of the drawback I wanted to share. So this is pretty much it. This is what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to compare the Swedish education system with the Pakistan's education system. So I hope this video can be helpful for you guys. So if you want to see any of more content related to any kind of things related to international studies or international students or living in abroad or anything, you can write in the comment, or hopefully I would make that video for you. And if you like this video, please press the like button, and you can comment if you want to give more suggestions or anything you feel. So take care for now and see you in some other video. Bye.